Hello everyone, I hope you're still all doing well. It's been a while since I last uploaded a video onto this channel. So last month I've been traveling through Colombia for a few weeks and there was just no time to record videos or basically to process videos. I recorded a lot of videos during that travels and this video now is kind of a little news video, announcement video just to get you back up to date and also myself get this channel started again, so to say, because like 4 weeks now no video, so I feel like I have to give you some updates. And I prepared a little list so I don't forget anything. So traveling through Colombia has been fantastic. So I've been 3 weeks traveling, first to Medellin, then to the Pacific coast, then back to Medellin, up to the Caribbean coast. I was in the mountains and I filmed in total 3 vlogs. So I think 3 videos will be coming up from Colombia, where I show you the beautiful nature there, which I explored. It was really fantastic. I took a lot of photos and I'm currently working on those, and this actually takes most of the time. So first I have to get through all the photos, which I then show in the vlogs, and editing the vlogs is usually also time consuming, but not as consuming as editing the photos. So I usually take between 1 and 2 hours per photo. Sometimes it's a little less, but so usually I'd say at least an hour. And if I show like 5-6 photos in a vlog, and that's between 6 and 10 hours of editing maybe for the photos alone. So that's why this is taking some more time. Then I have some big news for you and I'm very proud to announce them. So if you've seen my Morocco vlogs, which I think I had them out in April this year, and if you watched them, you saw that I liked the landscape very much, especially the desert, Essaouira, and all the desert towns. And back then I did a tour with Wild Morocco, and what I did, I teamed up with them basically to be able to provide a photo tour in Morocco, which will be done next February. So February 22nd to March 1st, I think. So 9 days traveling through Morocco, and also around a new moon. So we'll have very dark skies. We'll visit the desert especially. So this was the part which was the most fun for me, being at the Berber camp, photographing the dunes, and we'll be there for 2 days. But on the way there we'll first explore Marrakesh, the Hara Oasis. We'll also go to Ait Ben Haddou. We'll end up in the end at Essaouira, photograph the coast and the beautiful Medina there. And also one special edition which I was able to plan with Wild Morocco. We have some wild camping at a location which is quite remote, at some beautiful canyon walls, which I just saw when I went past, and I thought, wow, those will look fantastic during sunrise or sunset, but how can I get there because there's no town nearby? So we've planned to do some wild camping experience, and I'm very excited for that because I haven't seen any kind of professional photos of that area. Just a few snapshots like I did during the day, but nothing too serious. So this will be fantastic. And if you want more info on that tour, I have a link to the itinerary and all the details down in the description. It's on the Wild Morocco homepage and there's everything. And let me see if something else needs to be mentioned here. I think just one thing also about the tour, it's for I think somewhere maximum of 8 people, and we'll be traveling in 4x4 jeeps. So per jeep there's a maximum of 3 people. So that's why we need those jeeps to get really off-road, because you saw we're going to the desert and to this wild camping and you can't drive that with buses. So that's also very special. There's only a few people per jeep. Every jeep has a driver, guide. So we'll really be taken care of. Next up on my list here, what I did the last really month, I think, I updated all the galleries on my homepage. And this is something important also for you. If you have a portfolio online, you should regularly go through it and really think about what are my best photos, what are the photos I want somebody to see when it goes to my homepage, what represents my work. And yeah, I do this from time to time. This time I really cleaned up my homepages. Many photos just went out of the portfolio, and I also uploaded larger pictures. So if you now browse my homepage, go to the galleries, there's a full screen view which shows the images much larger, because before that it just had very tiny images and it wasn't much of an experience for the viewer. And for this I also coded some JavaScript gallery, so which I use to display the images, and this code, this gallery, is free. So I have it on GitHub, put a link in the description below. You can download it. It's a jQuery gallery, so it uses jQuery and then some hand-coded stuff by me all around the logic about how to show the images and everything. It's responsive in a way, and you can use it in your own homepage if you want. So if you're using some finished solutions, you don't need that. Usually they come with galleries. But if you're like me and have your own homepage, coded everything yourself and looking for something to show your images in a minimalistic but very good way, then this gallery might be interesting, and it's for free. So look at the link and check it out. So yeah, we're already coming closer to the end now. You know, I'm ambassador for Kase Filters Germany here, and yeah, they just announced a new filter holder. So if you've seen, maybe a year ago I did a video about the K8 filter holder, which I used since then and which I like a lot. It's nearly perfect, I'd say. So for me to use it, it's just the best experience of using filters I've had. And yeah, now they updated this. It's the K9 holder now. And they just done little improvements, I think, but the biggest change is the polarizer. It's gotten a little bigger. And I really hope to get my hands on one of those kits soon so I can show you and can test it. The reason is, I think for some brands, I think Sony and also Nikon, on the wide angle lenses, they had a little bit of vignetting. And with a new polarizer, which is a little bigger, and also the redesign of the holder, they try to work around this so you will no longer get vignetting. I never had this problem with my 16-35 on the Canon lens, so the K8 was already perfect, but I'm looking forward to give this K9 holder a little test. Also, when I realized, I didn't know this, actually my discount code for Kase Germany, and I put a link to Kase Germany in the description below also, it's still active. So if you want to get into filters, so Kase filters, as I said, are very good, and or if you want to upgrade your holder, you can use the code which I display around here or here now, and which I also have in the description, to get 10% off. Also, I should say here, this video is not sponsored. I'm an ambassador for Kase, but I actually paid for the filters back then and I like to use them, and I'm just giving you honest reviews here. So yeah, think about this what you want, but here's the code you can use if you want to buy some Kase filters. Yeah, finally, as I said, the vlogs from Colombia are coming, but I still have 1 or 2 other videos which I'll upload the next 1 or 2 weeks. Then I hope to get into the Colombia vlogs. Another thing, and yeah, that's also what I tried for Morocco. If you have questions about traveling through Colombia, just ask them in the comments. Also, you can put them in the comments of the upcoming videos. I'll collect those and I'll try to answer them in the videos, so in the vlogs, or I might even do a video with questions and answers at the end. So if you're interested about safety of traveling Colombia, about the locations, about getting from A to B and what else you want to know, just ask and I'll try to answer. What I know, I just put it in a video and yeah, make it available for you. And finally, one thing which is very important nowadays, so I travel a lot, and I guess you or some of you also travel a lot, especially if you're a landscape or travel photographer. You have to travel to get to the locations which you photograph. And yeah, traveling by plane is not ideal for the climate. Yeah, I know that, and I really like to reduce it, but until I do that or manage to do that, what you can always do, you can compensate some of your travels, some of your CO2 which you create by those travels. And there are various sites out there. I think some of them, they're called like Atmosphere, My Climate and others. So just do your research and you can use those sites where you insert your the travels. They calculate the CO2 which was basically created because of you, and they calculate how much money you would have to invest into a certain climate projects to compensate for that. I know. Best thing would be not to travel at all, and yeah, that's kind of lame to then just try to get a good conscience by doing that. But it's not about a good conscience, it's just about doing something. So if you travel anyway, you should really think about doing something like that. They use that money. For example, you can even select if they plant trees from the money, or if they invested in some countries and provide them with some energy efficient ways to cook their meals or stuff like that, which basically reduces CO2 emissions. So yeah, I think that's just something everybody of us could do. I mean, if you have the money to afford a flight, you should think about you should also have the money to compensate for it. And since the governments around the world just can't manage to agree upon some way to put a tax on flying or whatever, which is then used for some environmental friendly stuff, you can just do it yourself using such sites. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it for this news and announcement video. As I said, feel free to comment, and I hope to put up some interesting content very soon. See you!